Hi all, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Let's start rebooting work using Uipath. Congrats everyone, you maybe got intermediate knowledge if you have watched all our 54 videos which help you to understand how to use the Uipath activities, orchestrator, how to create queues, and you'll be like expertise in all the concepts. So once you have watched all our 54 videos, so we are going to jump back to the REFramework, so which is nothing but Robotic Enterprise Framework. Why we are going to use this enterprise framework? So which will be used in the organization level, which help you to make your work easier and exceptional handled. So each and everything will be handled and logged in a proper way, which will be used for the enterprise levels. So why particularly RE frameworks and what are the uses of RE framework and like how to use? So each and every states will be discussed on our next sessions. So let's quickly jump back to our today's session, so which is introduction about RE framework. So RE framework basically it's made up of state machines. So what mean by state machine? So if you watch our workflow playlist, you will be aware. So a state machine it's kind of help you to move from one state to another states. So it is a once combined state machines, it will make a RE framework. So this particular state machine is a template which is provided by the Uipath, so which will have the logging, exceptional handling, application initialization, and other things like queue management. So end process if no data. So each and everything are handled in a proper way, which help the developer to easy their task. So basically, RE framework will consist of init, get transaction, process transaction, end process. So the initialization state, we are going to initialize all your application. Get transaction, we are going to get the item from the queue, and the process transaction, we are going to process our values. If you are based upon the results, so it may be marked as successful, business, or system exception. So if there is no data in the queue, so from in the get transaction state itself, we will move to the end transaction. So let me create a new project in Uipath Studio and show you one by one. So yeah, so I just came back to our Uipath Studio. So you can see the several templates over here: Robotic Enterprise Framework, SAP Testing Project, Background Process, Orchestrator Process. In this, just click on the Robotic Enterprise Framework. So in this, you can give the name which you needed. So let me give the intro of this thing. Just click on create. Okay, so it's kind of same like process, but it's a template. So this particular template will have each and everything handled, which is provided by the UiPath. Since you have got an expertise knowledge in orchestrator and activities level, we are going to use RE frameworks in our upcoming videos and upcoming projects testers. So which help you to have a good touch in the RE framework so that you can use this in your enterprise level, like it may be exams or in your projects. Let me double click on main. So once you double click on main, so your particular framework will be loaded. Let's wait for some times. Your framework got loaded now. Yep. So this is a particular states which is used in the RE framework. So which is initialization, which you are going to initialize all your application over here. Get transaction, you are going to get the item from the queue. Process transaction, what are the actions you are going to perform on the particular project. So based upon the action, so it will be marked as a successful business. So if your system is not going to run properly, so due to some unexceptional scenarios, so it will be marked as a system exception. And then, so if there is no data in the queue, directly it will be moved to the end state to end the particular process automation. So first of all, let me show you something called as config file. So this particular config file will help you to make your automation scalable and so easy to accomplish your changes in your future as well. So till now you'll maybe learned like in an open browser activity, you may be like providing the path directly, right? So in all your frameworks, you are going to make a config file where you are going to put all your data, which is queue, which is the process, application, or like a web-based application path. Each and everything will be placed here. So from config file, we are going to handle each and everything. Why particularly config file? So if you are working in the RE framework, so if you need any changes in a particular model, so you have to traversal to each and every model and you have to apply the changes on all the modules. So once you are using a config file, if you're not hard coding any values, you can directly come to the config file and you can apply the changes, which help you to make your changes rapid, quick, and with a short span of time. So that is the main use of a config file, which help your automation scalable and more easier and more convenient. And so Yeah, about the status. So init status will have the initialization of each and every applications. It may be like a web-based application, desktop application, or like the Excel path which you are going to use, adding item into the queue. Those states will be discussed in the initialization. So in get transaction, what I'm going to do, so we are going to get the item from the queue and get process one by one. So as you all know that in a queue, if an item is newly added, it will be marked as a new status. So once it is as a new item, so it will come to the process transaction. If it does not have a new item, so it will marked as a no data and it will end the process automation. So in process transaction, it will do all the manipulation and calculations, so which you are going to process based upon the result, it will be marked as successful. So if it is successful, once again the get transaction will work and it will check for the new item from the queue. If it is there, then it will come to the new transaction. And if it is facing a business exception also, it will move to the get transaction. Why? So because a business transaction which is error by the business, not from the process automations or like not from the bot. Okay, bot prospectors. So if something is wrong from the business end, so those need to be addressed by the business. So we are good to go with the next transaction. So if you're facing an application exception, which may be like a browser is not open during those time, or like facing some maintenance issue during those times, so we have a valid business data that need to be processed and which should not be skipped. So during those scenarios, we are going to mark the particular transaction as a retried, and then we are going to move to the initialization state, and we are going to initialize each and every application once again and going to process the particular transaction item. So in init state itself, you are facing any exception, okay, during the start of the automation, it will directly move to the end process stating that it has a system exception. So these are the high level to understand how the RE frameworks works and like what are the states as in the used in the RE framework. So it will be easy to handle like do changes, logging purpose, and you can see that each and every states will be handled with the try catch. Okay, so we can check on our later session. So how each and every stage works. We can deep dive onto each and every stages so that you will be have a good knowledge in RE frameworks, how to use and how to like make it very easy. So I hope you have got a good knowledge about RE framework now. So like intro knowledge, so like how RE frameworks work. So what are the things we are going to discuss in our future session. Hope you like the video. Thanks for watching. Happy learning. Have a good day.